Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I can't believe today's actually here. I am so excited to show you everything. I know you've all seen the sneak peek that, well, wasn't really a sneak peek. I kind of showed you everything that I've got. But I kind of thought, do you know what? I love a sneak peek, but just show what you've got. And then, yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your congratulations and everything on my Instagram and on my community tab here as well. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be. So get yourself some snacks, get yourself a drink, put your feet up, make sure you've got your cozy slippers on, even if it is about 90 degrees out there. Get cozy. Right, so first off, as a lot of you have guessed, I have got my own stamps. Yes, I know. So little backstory quickly. So I was about 3 weeks ago, I was sat in the kitchen with my other half, and we was just talking and everything, and he was talking about like my crafting and stuff like that, and then he came out and he said, well, why don't you design your own line? Why don't you make a brand? And I was like, no, I couldn't. And he was like, you could. So I did. And here I am. Since I was about 5, I have always wanted my own stamps, washi tape, paper pads, stencils, dies, ephemera, just, yeah. So, and at the ripe old age of 46, I'm here. I've finally done it. And I'm so excited. So without further ado, let me show you what I've got. So I have got 4 stamp sets. And 2 of them these are 4x6 stamp sets. Right, bear with me. Let me just bring you out a little bit because we haven't got, oh no, out, not in. There we go. Right, so we've got 2 4x6 here, and we have 2 6x8. So firstly, let's discuss this one. So we've actually rewound, which you will see when you get about halfway through the video, that I forgot to say in the beginning that all this is available on my Etsy. That is linked in the description box. Because the outro is... intro even, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I haven't eaten all day because I'm so excited and my brain's a little bit screw with. So yeah, I have now finished filming this video. I have come back to tell you where everything is available. Otherwise none of you will know where it is available until you get halfway through the video, which, Toni, come on. So yeah, Etsy in the description box. Thank you all so much and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. So this is a cute little stamp set. Let me I'm not going to take it out the packaging. I'm going to get mine because yeah, I don't want to keep taking it in and out. So here are mine. They are loved, they are used, and I'm going to take out a little bit of paper behind, cardstock behind it as well. This is how they will come to you, all packaged, all ready to go. Perfect. So this is the first stamp set, and as you can see, it has got a little grid on there as well. It has got some, I'm gonna turn it around the right way. It has got a little ticket. I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, I'll tag the video in the description. A while ago, I made some little square tickets. Kept seeing them on Pinterest, and I was like, I reckon I can make them. And I put a little eyelet in the middle as well, which wasn't on the ticket, but I thought it looked cool. So I thought I need my own stamp. So here it is. Here is the stamp. And I also have a little block bit as well, just in case you want to colour out the top or the bottom, or just one of each. Then I also made some smaller ones. So yeah, I wanted a smaller stamp set as well. That also fits in the middle of that stamp set if you want it to. I also have 2 solid circle stamp sets that will go. This one is for the little red circle in the middle of this, and this one is for the little red circle in the middle of this as well. I have a label stamp, I have an oval stamp. This stamp set, so this rectangle here, it actually goes in the middle of these two circles. And I know you're sitting there and thinking, Toni, but why? Why have you got two when you could just use one? Because you can put them all on the same stamp, basically, and just make life a little bit easier, which is what I wanted with my stamps. I have a row of stars, and this actually fits underneath here as well. So if I can find my folder of all the stuff that I've been making, then here it is. Right, so it actually makes this cute little ticket right here, which I absolutely love. It's just so cool. It's so cool. And here are the little, so there's one of the tickets there as well. And I'm pretty sure I have, here's one that's got the block of colour around it. So there's them. The grids fit in the middle of these two as well, and you can, if you want to, it will also fit on the label, on the oval, and it will also fit on the little one too. These two can also be used on either side of the label if you wanted to. And this is just a little postal mark stamp with no writing in it, but it looks perfect with, they all coordinate together. I wanted it so that you could use all the stamps together. So see this gorgeous little star here? Looks perfect in the middle of that. It also fits in that as well. So, or you can have a double charm or whatever you want. So that is the first stamp set. I'm so excited. Right, now this is the second stamp set. Now let me get my much loved stamp set out. This is just a stamp set of all blocks of colour, and this literally does work with the other stamp sets as well. So again, you've got another two circles, and what I did is I'd done the circles. I'm pretty sure that is a 1 inch and that is 1/2 inch, so it works in coordination with your circle punches. This one is the end of this ticket just here, and you're glaring. Let me get my, right, so I'm going to put these just over here, and I'm going to get mine out so you don't glare. So I have, in this one, I have a ticket stamp just here. This is the end of it, so if you want to change the colour on the end of the stamp, you can. I also have a long version, so if you want to just do a header, you can just go along the top of this ticket as well. And I wanted some grids because we love grids. I mean, who doesn't love grids? I absolutely adore grids. So I wanted some grids so that we can make our postal tickets and, you know, things like baggage tickets and stuff like that for our journals. So I have a big one here, and this block here fits in this big box here. This long one here fits in this long one up here, and this one fits just there. This one fits here, and this one fits along the top. So if you want, and also there's a little one here and that fits just up there. If you want to just block out the colours like I have, so here's the ticket, and it's got the colours blocked out on either end. And I also have a tag here, and it has, I didn't want it fitting it. I didn't. I guess you could say my stamps are kind of like Rae Dunn. Now, anybody that knows and loves Rae Dunn as much as I do knows that your Rae Dunn mugs are handmade. So they come with dimples and little dots on, and they're not perfect. my stamps are not perfect. I didn't want them to be perfect. I wanted them to have a vintage kind of feel to them, a handmade kind of feel to them. So that doesn't fit in the box perfectly. I didn't want it to. I wanted it to just look like somebody had just come along, gone, yeah, that box is important, and stamped it. And same with these. So don't sit there and be like, it doesn't fit. It's not supposed to. So that's the block for that. And I think they're the only blocked ones that I've done. Yes, I do believe they are. But on this stamp set, we also have, so that's the block stamp set. So I'm going to put that aside and we'll go on to the one with the ticket on. And I have on here, so I have all the numbers down the bottom, which we all love numbers. And then I have the little R so that we can make the little labels, the postal labels that have the R on the end, like this one here. So just number with a number and then an R on the end. This is just one of Heidi Swap's sticker label sheets that I just had a play with my stamps. And I mean, oh, look, they're just so cool. I love them. And then I also made a postcard as well. So on here we also have, some postal marks here with the wavy lines as well. And all these little bits, the words, the numbers and everything, they are all made to fit into one of these boxes. So don't worry about that. They will literally all fit. So we've got New York Trading Co. purchase order, batch order, number 2, London W1, the 5th of June 1952, 137 Liberty Street, number, date, 750803, signature, 1139, 433835, quality brand, New York, classic, original, the R, and there's 2 arrows there as well. Again, I know you're thinking, Toni, why have you got the 2 arrows? One would have done, would have been enough. And yeah, it would have, but I wanted to be a little bit extra. And I wanted to have 2 arrows because then you can put the 2 arrows either side of the stamp and just stamp it all in one. You don't have to. I mean, you know, it's up to you. But yeah, these stamps are amazing in the possibilities of the tickets and the tags. And I have here a little grid mark here as well, with some labels and stuff like that. I also, on the ticket, I have also used the grid block as well. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. And you can also just stamp the top if you want and stamp the bottom. You don't have to use it all. So there's that stamp set. And then we have this stamp set too. All right, so I've just sorted the dogs out. Oh, and the dogs are barking at the builders and the builders are making noise. So yeah, please just bear with me. Thank you very much. Right, so back to the stamps. And I know I'm talking very fast. I'm very excited. But I just want to get to the bit where we make stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to be like, get it. Right, so this is the last stamp set. And this is my adventure stamp set, with a perfect grid that fits all your tags, and we have 3 stars aligned here. We have a New York Airlines, American Airlines postal stamp. We have a Brighton stamp over here, destination, handle with care, life is meant for a great, and then adventure. And then we have some numbers. We've got 05.837.89. Number 5, the star. I love this star. These stamps, when I was designing these stamps, and I was like, I want them to look rustic and stuff. And I didn't know whether they were going to be able to do that, or how small they was going to be able to go. But They are amazing, absolutely amazing. They have literally done everything I asked. So then we also have Give Wings to Your Letters, which, as you can see on my postcard that I made, it's just up here and it stamps. Look how it stamps. It literally stamps like it's an old stamp. I love it, absolutely love it. That took like so long and I was erasing bits of it, but I didn't want it to look like I'd erased bits of it. But it came out absolutely perfect. Here is the coordinates, or a postcode if you want to use it as a postcode. You can literally use it as the number, whatever you want. That's on the other stamp set, the New York. We also have the lines here, the postal lines as well, that go along the bottom of the letter. So on here we have the postal lines, we have some dots, and we have a smaller you know, that go around the airmail envelopes, so that go around the edge of the postcards. But I also made a larger one too. Now these are 2 separate stamps. I know you're like, Toni, you've done it again. No, right, so hear me out, stick with me. This is how my brain works. Right, so we have this stamp which you can stamp along. So I did the 2 in the red, so you stamp the red and then another red, and then you take the singular stamp and you can fit it perfectly and get your, so you know, like I've got stamp sets where you've literally got a whole postcard of this round the edge and you can't do 2 colours, it's got to be 1 colour. And I was always like, oh, I wish I had 2 that fitted in between each other so I could do the red and the blue. And now I have. Oh, and it is amazing, absolutely amazing. And there's a little sneak peek of my washi tape too. So yeah, and also the Give Your Wings letters is curved round this tab as well. They're really easily turned, so like curved, so perfect. Here is the star. Look how rustic it looks. I love it. And then that is the postmark that's on the first stamp set, number 410493, and that's the airlines stamp set in the background as well. And it's also here. I mean, look how teeny that January 15th 11 p.m. is in the middle of that stamp, and it stamps. Chef's kiss, love it. We also have another block here that fits inside these 2 on this grid. We have travel log, we have awaits, which is supposed to go like adventure awaits. Then we have a little 5 symbol down here. We have a long block ticket with some stamp with some writing in it saying all mail available to every post office. We have the via airmail. I think that's it. Have I said everything on this stamp set? I think I have. And I absolutely love it. Here is a little ticket that I made. Oh, I just absolutely adore these stamps. I have had so much fun with them, so much fun, and I hope you do too. Right, so I'm not going to pack these all away because we're gonna play. Right, so I'm going to put the new stamp sets and show you what else we have, because I'm not finished. Oh, sorry, I just knocked you. I'm not finished. Right, so there is some bits and pieces that I have been making. I also have washi. I have washi tape, and I didn't think this was going to come in time, but it did. So I have got 4 rolls of 10mm and 1 roll of the 20mm, and I didn't want to go the normal red route because I love a pop of red. We all love a pop of red, especially when we're doing our vintage. For some reason, a pop of red and the blue, it's just It just makes it look so cool. But I didn't want to. I wanted to go a kind of vintage photo, aged mahogany, very grungy and dark kind of colour. And I got the in-between, which I am totally happy about. So here are the washi tapes, and they are so cool. And one of the things that I love, this is the postal one, and look how grungy it is. It just looks worn. And then when you sand it, it just looks even better. Oh, I have got butterflies in my tummy. I'm so excited. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have used it on the edge of my little file folder, and look, it's sanded. And look, I love it. Look how see-through it is. I love that. I love, you know, when I say, like, I have a few of you comment and say, why do you sand your washi paper? And I'm like, because it gives it that vintage feel, and it makes it feel like it's part of the paper. And that's what I love about this washi tape. It feels like it's part of the paper. I mean, you can't even really feel that it's on there. It is so gorgeous. So we have that one. And then I wanted just like a beige, kind of rustic, worn. Let me get a piece of paper to stick it on. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And it sands perfectly as well. Doesn't even feel like it's tape. Just feels like it's part of the paper. I absolutely love it. There is 10 meters on each roll. That's a lot of washi. Then we also have my checks. Oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? And it's in a grey kind of black soot, grey black kind of colour. And this sands just so well. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. And I love its imperfections as well. Now, the last two rolls that we have, these are the ones that I wanted in like the aged mahogany and the vintage photo kind of colour. Look at those. If I put them down, they have got a very deep, reddy, browny kind of tone to them, which I absolutely adore. Love them. Excuse me. Let me put this one on as well. So then all the gang is here. Look at those. Oh, they're delicious. And they all, wait until you see this red one sand. Let's take the sawdust off the paper. Look at that. Just look at that. I mean, oh. It's so cool. And this sand does come off. Give it a bit of a wipe. Look. Oh, I mean, come on. Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. I can't believe I have my own washi tapes in my hand. They all have my little logo on as well. Crafty by Toni. And I love them. Right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like, where are they from, Toni? Where can I get them from? I tell you where you can get them from. My Etsy. My Etsy store is going to be linked in my description, and they are for sale right now. I should have probably said that in the beginning. In fact, I might go back and say that in the beginning. So if you've already heard this, then yeah. Yeah, Etsy, my Etsy, I will link it in the description box. They are going to be shipped anywhere in the world that I can ship them. I will ship them, so pop over and have a look. I also have some other bits and pieces as well. So I have made some labels as well. So these are just cardstock, and they come in 3 colours. So there is 5 red, 5 blue and 5 of the brown. These are clear sticker paper. And the reason I did them on clear sticker paper is because they will take alcohol ink perfectly. So, oh, can you imagine? Like, we've got vintage tape, vintage labels. I mean, you know, lush. I also have some teeny weeny little labels. There's 4 of each size in here. All the details will be on the listings. I have some craft card stock. These are really thick cardstock labels with the black outline on as well. Oh, there's 4 of each colour in here. So there's 4 brown. I don't know if I can, let's get them out. These are so cool. So there is 4 brown, 4 red and 4 blue. And like I said, they're clear stickers. So, oh, just perfect. Just going to have so much fun with those. So those will be listed on my Etsy as well. And then I might also put some other bits and pieces on. Like, I have some vintage ephemera. I'm not too sure. These are not going to go up today, but let me know what you think if you'd be interested. So I have some old vintage postcards here, and they have the postcard bit on the back and everything. And there's 2 different images. There's the Tudor house, and then there's a stone gateway as well. So there's only 2 different images, but what I like about them is I use them. So here is one of them, and I just stick a bit of coffee dyed paper on, and you have the perfect vintage postcard on the back and whatever you want to do with on the front. So let me know if you're interested in those. They do come in a pack of 10, and I will put them on. I also have some stamps here as well. This is a pack of 20. I don't know whether I'm going to put them on. Let me know. These are vintage cigarette cards, and I know, but you know, in the 60s, 70s and 80s, they used to put these in packets of cigarettes, and they do work as perfect little bits of ephemera. You know, there's little bits of writing on, and you can cut them up and just use pieces of them or little bits of them and not really worry about what they are, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so I have tons and tons of these, and I have got, I think there's 5 of each colour. So there's 4 colours in there, so there's 20 cigarette cards in there. So let me know if you're interested in those, and I will upload those to my Etsy as well. And now we're going to have a little play. So I'm going to get my postcard, and then I'm going to get some lumberjack plaid. The stamps are made of photopolymer, so they will work perfect with VersaFine Clair and distress inks as well. So yeah, that's a winning. They will work perfect with those. Right, so I'm going to get lumberjack plaid, and I'm going to get chipped sapphire. And I want my adventure stamp because I just want to show you how cool it looks. That's too small. Where's my other size? I still can't find my acrylic blocks since moving back into my craft room. I'm wounded. Right, so I'm going to go with the lumberjack plaid first. Perfect. And then I'm just going to sort of come a little bit away from the edge and then stamp down. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. And then leave the same amount of space in between this one. So move it a little bit away and then stamp down again. Look at that. It's so cool. Right, and now I'm just going to get a little wipe. Because I like to do it like this so that I know where I'm going on the corners. And now I'm going to get my chipped sapphire. And you don't have to use these. You can use your VersaFine Clay as well. They work perfect. So I think it's Bluebell and it's not Poppy. I can't remember what the red one is. Not Strawberry, that's the new one, but the other red. And my chipped sapphire always seems to be running out. Right, so now I'm just gonna position it in the middle. Look at that! Oh my goodness! And I'm gonna do the same here. I get excited every time I use them. Look at that! Right, now I'm gonna turn it round and I'm going to go just the one. And then I'm going to do the same. Just the one. Ah! See this? There we go. This ink pad is so annoying. And then we're going to get the red back out. Perfect. I'm going to just put my finger on it and then we're going to line it up. Lovely. And then we're going to do the same down here. Line it up. I'm going to leave that on there. And I know you're probably sitting there and thinking, why don't you just do the red all at once? And I do that, but to show you how it works, I know you're going to know how it works, but I just thought I would show you the way to get it perfectly aligned. And I'm not bothered. I'm going to leave that like that. And then I'm going to put a bit of blue on the end. Look how cool it's looking. I mean, I could have probably done with a little blue on the end there. And I reckon, shall I? No, I'm going to leave it. And I might put a bit of ephemera over it. Right, so we're going to go back to the red. And then stamp down. Stamp down. 1 minute there's hardly any ink on it, and then you find a spot that's literally saturated. Ta-da! And they kind of match. The corners kind of match. But look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. Right, now I'm going to let them dry for a minute. Where is... because I don't want to smudge it, so I'm going to give it just a little bit of a blast, and then I'll be back. Now, one of the things that I love to do with this adventure stamp is use it as a background. So I'm going to get out my antique linen, and I kind of want my antique linen in the oxide, because I do think it's a little bit paler. Ah, it fits perfect. Not just about. Let's use a different one. Right, so now, because we're using coffee dyed paper, this should literally just be in the background, and it is going to go over the lines that we've just done, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. And I think I'm going to put it over this side. I love it, I love it, I love it. I like it a lot. Right, now, because I want this to look kind of handmade, but I also want it to look kind of new. So I believe that's my Brighton one. So in my other stamp set, I have a New York one just here. So we're going to use this. This is what I mean by these stamp sets. They all work together. It's so perfect. And I'm going to grab myself some coffee dyed paper. And then I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire. And I'm going to stamp a few times, because I do love the worn look as well. And then I'm going to give those a little blast. And get out my punch. I can't remember if it's the 1 inch. So these are, they fit I made sure they fit round, because do you know what was so annoying to me was you would get these kind of like postal stamps and stuff like that, and some of them would be too small, or you know, you'd have a little border around or something like that. I wanted mine to fit. I wanted mine to fit my punches, so they do. I love it. Right now, I think I'm going to go for the more prominent one. And I'm going to get my vintage photo. And just I'm going to go down the middle just like that. And then I'm going to go around the edge. I'm going to grab my scissors and just distress it a little bit. And then I want to stick that on there like that. And because it's just copy paper, I'm going to do it with my glue stick. In fact, you know what? I'm going to leave that there for the moment because I want to do this one first. Let's get that. I think I'm going to do this one in the blue. Or shall I do it in the red? No, I'm going to do it in the blue. And I'm just going to plonk that on just like that. Oh, I love it. Every time I stamp it, I just get so excited. Look at that. Jan 15th, 11 p.m, 1932. New York, NY, American Airlines. Even the little lines and the little dots. Look how cool that stamp is. It stamps beautifully. I love it. Right, now we're going to stick this, a bit more glue on. Over the top. And then it kind of gives it that feel that someone's just come along and gone, stick that on there. Stick it on there. And now we want to go to the other stamp set because we want to use our squiggler lines. And again, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and then stamp on there first and then lightly. That's all I want. That is literally all I want. And then I'm going to get my little R. And I'm just going to stamp this. Down there. Look at that. I know that's a London thing, but, well, I think it's a London thing. I don't know. All I know is that I think it looks really cool. Right, so, perfect, perfect. Now I'm going to do the give wings to your letters. And this one, if I get it the right way round, I think I'm just going to put up here. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. Right, and now I want to show you the little star. So we've got a little red R, so I'm going to do a little blue star. A little red R, a little blue star. And I'm going to put this one just going off the corner of the page. Let's put it at a diagonal, shall we? Oh, look at that. Look how rustic it is. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. Oh, I need a drink. I'm so excited. I'm breathing too heavy. Right, so now on my other postcard I use these 3 stamps, but I don't want to on this one. I'm going to use the stamps that we have down here. Where's my little block? And I think I'm going to do those in the red. And I'm going to do those just there, like that. Oh, don't you just love it? It's so cool. And you could, if you wanted to, this will also fit in the middle like that as well. So these were made to fit in the middle. I also have a little reinforcer as well, because I thought you can't have a reinforcer stamp because then you can have reinforcers any colour you like. That's just so cool. Right, so now I'm going to take my favourite stamp, and I'm going to get, where's that piece of paper? Let me just cut this bit off because it makes it really awkward. And I'm just gonna stamp the lines, and I'm gonna go, should I go over? No, I'm not gonna. Let's go up to the R. Just like that. And then we also have some dots as well. Should we put some dots on here? Let's do the dots in antique linen. I absolutely adore how these stamps literally just stamp so perfectly with oxide. Yes, yes, yes. Let's put that back. And then we're going to bring over the other stamp set, and we're going to put an address on. Right, so now I'm going to put an address on. And because we've got America and New York on the postal stamp, I'm going to put this one. Put it on the stamp wonky. And then we want like a little postcode. Well, first off, we want the big word that says, in New York. Look at that. We've not even grunged it up yet. Can you tell that my favourite city in the whole world is New York? I had to have New York stamps. I just had to. Right, now we need a number on the bottom posing as a postcode or an area code. I don't know what you call it in America. And I think I'm going to use this one down here. Now, I am fully aware that this is not the right postcode, but just pretend. Shh. I won't tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. And I don't even care that I missed off the 3, because that was me. I was being too gentle. But look at that. How cool is that? And we haven't even vintaged it up yet. Oh, I absolutely love it. And now I'm going to get my washer type. And I just want a smidgen. That's too long. That'll do. Because I just want it to go over the top here. Oh, no. I haven't gone far enough. I'm going to go up to the R. Perfect. And that's what I mean by, look how see-through it is. I love that it's that see-through. Oh, I absolutely love it. I mean, this is just so cool. And I kind of want to stamp that star again, but on white cardstock. So it's got a bit of a white background to it. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. There it is. Because it blends in, and I don't want it to blend in. I want it to stand out. Oh, look how cool that is. Look at the grunge on that star. Honestly, I cannot believe I'm still like, I've got major imposter syndrome, because I'm still like, these are not my stamps. These cannot be my stamps. But they are. I can't believe I have my own stamps. It's a crazy talk. And I've only done this on copy paper. I am going to give it a little blast. As well as that, because I really don't want to get this far and I've smudged something. As much as it's not the end of the world, and it wouldn't really bother me, I just don't want to. I also have, yeah, stay tuned, because I have other stamp sets and dies as well. So yes, with this first stamp set, the tickets and the labels and stuff, yeah, cut them out. But dies will be coming very soon. That's a little bit wide tone. I want to go a little bit smaller. That's it. Bear with me, because I can't talk and cut. Otherwise we're going to end up with a circle. I think that one's a little bit too wide as well. That's it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, that's a pointy star. But what I like to do is, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, no, Toni, stars are pointy on the end. And yes, they are, but not the outline. Not the outline. Oh, that one down there is a little bit wide, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. And that one. We only want a little bit of white. Perfect, she says. Yes. Right, now I'm just gonna and then again we're going to use glue stick because it's only copy paper. And that's why it doesn't matter. Because we're going to cut them off. That looks so much better. That does look so much better. I like that. Now, I'm just going to get my poker tool and I'm just going to just stress the edges just a little bit. Right, now I'm going to get my vintage photo and I'm not going to do it in oxide because I think the oxide is too... Look, I love it, but no, not for this. Right, so let's go around the edge. And I know I've gone in quite hard with the vintage photo, but now, where is it? I'm going to go in with the black soot. Just in places. Like that. So not a lot at all. And then I'm going to give it a little blast. And then I'm going to get my sanding disc and this is why I've gone in quite heavy. I'm going to go over the washi tape. The mess, and I'm just going to use my jumper, and there we have, look at that, how cool is that? Oh, look at the edges. And the tape, Oh, it's just so cool. And there's just something, you can always go round it as well with your finger, and just, because you know, like, you know, somebody's been at it, picking at it. Just like that. And then go around the edge. And then, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. What a cool postcard. Absolutely perfect. So we have that. And now we're going to make some labels. So first off, I have a sheet of white cardstock. And then we're going to get our little stamp set. And our stamp block. Perfect, perfect. And then get my VersaFine Claire. Are you ready for this? Ta-da! And we're just going to do a few. Oh, that one went a bit skew with. We're going to get our little one here. Oh, that made my teeth go all funny. And then the long label. And now we're going to do look at that. Oh, it stamps lovely. Oh, don't put your hand in the ink. Right, now let's move this over here. And of course you can just have some of these on their own. Oh, smudge that one. Or you can have that. With that. And yes, I am going to do it, even though I said you don't have to. But the choice is there. The choice is yours. You can either, so let's give this a go and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so get my stamping block, put my stamp on, and then you can stamp it like that. Now you are going to have gaps, but it still look cool. And then this little mister, he goes just under there like that. And then the stars just on the top like that. Oh, love it. And then you get your star. Where's the lid? I think I'm going to have to store that upside down for a little bit. Whereas the lumberjack plaid is so juicy. And then that. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. It just looks so cool. Oh, I absolutely love it. And then if we get one of the other, put your stamps on straight, Tone. Stamp that in there like that. There's that. And then, while we've got this out, we'll keep that out for a minute. Perfect. Perfect. And then I'm going to use my little arrow put one going up, put one going down, and then I'm going to get batch number. Put that just there. And then get one of my numbers down here. I think I'm going to use 9. And I'm going to use antique linen. Perfect. And there is a cool, grungy, imperfect little ticket. Right, so let's cut him out. Be careful of the ink because I don't want to smudge him. And I'm just kind of going close to the line, but not on it. And then I'm going to get my crocodile out. And I'm pretty sure, yep. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. And then we're going to go in the middle there. Stick an eyelet in. So noisy around here today. Give that a squeeze. Look at that, we've got a vintage ticket, but we're not finished there. We're not finished there, not yet. Right, I'm gonna get my vintage photo. Oh, I didn't squeeze the eyelet enough. That's okay. Just gonna put little splodges, and then I'm gonna get my little hammer. So I'm gonna hammer it, and then right. So I've tightened that, I've hammered it, and now I'm just gonna just like that. But we're not going to stop there. I'm going to take my washi and I'm just going to put half of it on. File it off. Get off. All right, let me get my cheap scissors. And then I'm just gonna there you have. How cool is that? Such a cool little ticket. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, what else can we do? Let's do one of the little ones. And a label. I'm pretty sure this is 1.5 inches. So just get your 1.5 inch punch out, but I'm just cutting it out because I want it to be all ragged. 1.25. Right, again, so I'm kind of going to the lines. Let's get my crocodile out again. I'm pretty sure it's the, yes. And then this one is the little side. And then let's put the 9 back. We're getting over swamped. So I'm going to put the number towards this side. And then I'm going to get the R again. I love this R. Look at that. That's what I do to contain my excitement. Hum. Let's put that there till it's dry. And then we have this little one here. And what we could do with this one is, instead of stamping it straight on, and then get my, this is a 1/2 inch. I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. And what can we put on here? So let's put original. I'll put that down the bottom. Oh, I've got classic there. I don't think we'll have that one. Let's see what we've got on the other stamp set. That goes with that one. Shall we do? Let's do a number. I'll put that just up there. Yes. Is that dry? Yep. And then I'm just gonna distress the edges. And this time I'm going to use my Burley Arts, and I'm just gonna stick it in the middle. And then I'm going to get my little stamp with the stars. And I'm only going to want, I only want one. Let's put it over here. Perfect. And then I'm going to get my, where's that little numbers stamp set? And I'm just going to get the 7. And then I'm going to put 7 just there. And then I'm going to get the date, and I think I'm going to put just the year smack bang in the middle. Just like that. I'm going to give it a little blast. And I should have really done this on coffee dyed paper. It looks so much better in coffee dyed paper. Right, let's distress it. And then I'm just gonna, because I don't like it white. And then go around the edges with the sander. And I'm going to fold over so we get a little bit of a torn edge. And then going around the circle as well. And there we have another vintage little ticket, which I do think it would look better. I mean, I like it, but I'm a little, how cool will that look hanging off there? I do think it just looks better on coffee dyed paper. Right, I'm going to quickly dry this one and then ink it up. Comes the ice cream van. Mr. Whippy! Right, I'm just gonna dab over the top. And then on this one, let's put this one away. There's so much to show you and I don't know how long this video is. Make sure it's on straight. I just want a little bit just on the end there. And I think I'm going to do the same on this one too. Oh! And I'm going to do the same on this one as well. But I'm just going to do a little bit in the corner just like that. Oh, love it! I might have to come back tomorrow with another video. What do you reckon? I'm up for that. I could play with these all day long. All day long. Right, so then let's just... sand down the edges. I know, you're like, don't use your jumper. It's okay. I have crafting clothes. I got crafty clothes. Right, so let's put on... I think I'm going to use... Shall we use this one? No, I'm going to put on a bit of this one. And I'm just going to go straight, Toni, straight, just above the numbers, and then this one could go down here somewhere, couldn't it? No, but I will save it. And then I'm just gonna sand over the top. And there we have 3 really cool tickets. Ah, I love them. How cool are they? Possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. Now, lastly, and I will come back tomorrow because I want to show you how I use the grids and stuff. But there's just so much to play with. Before I do go, let's get just quickly. Where's my scissors? Right, and now get this, and I think I'm going to do, let's do Lost Shadow. And then we'll just put that, look at that. I mean, what can I say? And then let's put a bit of washi tape over the top of this. I just can't stop playing. We'll put this one up here. I have no words. I didn't think I could ever love something I've made so much. And like I said, the tickets, they're not straight. They do curve a little bit because I drew them. And I drew them that way. I wanted them that way. I wanted them to look old and just worn and not straight and not manufactured. Like, I mean, you know, when we're sitting here and we're distressing things and we're trying to make things look old, and I've literally not even noticed that all my pastes and my gesso tubs and everything have just fallen down. Oh, how did I not even notice that? Did that happen on camera? Did you hear that? Did you hear like a colossal commotion? I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, we spend all our time trying to make something look old and grungy and vintage with a perfect square. And I mean, we all know that after a while, it doesn't look like a perfect square. It's been bent. It's probably got wet. I cut that completely dodgy. So I'm just going to trim these bits off. There we go. yeah, it's, you know, so that's what I wanted. Perfect. And we still have these over here, so let's ink one of those up. And we'll glue that on. I mean, I will keep making stuff with these and putting ideas on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on my Instagram, pop over and give me a follow, because I do share a lot of stuff on there as well. All my socials are in the description box down below. Oh, look at that. Sound like a trumpet. Right, what else can we put on here? Let's put, and these, you can use these with any other stamp set, obviously. I mean, you know, that goes without saying. I do have I'm plugging my own stuff, but then I do have Mr. Holtz's new stamps. Tidbits. I mean, come on, look at Tidbits. I bet there's something on here we could put. Oh, yes, there is. Of course there is. Oh, yeah, like this one right here, look. Oh, oops. Let's put just there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. And then, oh, got a itchy hand. Let's have a look and see what's on here. We've got one that says quality brand, and I reckon quality will fit perfect. Yep. I wonder if we could put it at the top. No, let's put it here. Oh, yes. I love it. Where did I get that from? Just there. Let's put classic. Classic! Just above it. The ice cream van. And then again, I'm going to get a number 8. And I think I'm going to do it in Lost Shadow. I'm not too sure how much it will show up, but I do like how the Lost Shadow has taken on the vintage photo. Oh, it does show a little bit. Look at that. You can see it just in the background. That's just what I wanted. And that ticket is done. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, so today we have made, if I can find it, here it is, a postcard and a couple of labels. Is that it? That doesn't seem like a lot. Let me check how long this video is and I'll be back. So yes, this video is quite long. So I think I'm going to have to say bye-bye right now, and then I will come back tomorrow with another video. Plus, I shall put reels on my Instagram as well. So make sure you head over there and check out and see if there's anything new going on there too. And let me straighten you up because you look awfully wonky. Oh no, it wasn't wonky. It's my phone case was wonky. Sorry. Right, so everything is on my Etsy. Don't forget to pop over. I'll leave the link in the description box. Thank you everybody for your support. I appreciate it with my whole heart. You are all amazing. And I hope you love these stamps as much as I do. And there is more coming. I do have other sets ready. Halloween, Christmas. Yep. And for my first stamp set, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I love them. I can't stop using them. I have so much fun. And I can't wait to come back tomorrow and show you other things that I can make. So thank you all for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a crafty Friday night. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.